Hey, welcome back. This is Adventures with Dr. Joe. I'd like to review a DeWalt cordless 20 volt battery operated grinder. It's the DCG412B, tool only, because I've got plenty of batteries because I have other DeWalt tools. When you get it, it comes with an instruction manual. It comes with an Allen wrench, a hex key, a secondary handle, and it comes with a grinding wheel. It has a keyless spindle lock and virtually toolless change. You can just turn these even after it's been tightened and get this to loosen up. Now we're going to use a cutting disc to see how this cuts. And if you want this to lock further, there are two positions, by the way, for these rings. This one has a rib on it here, which is, if it's a really narrow one, you want to use this, or a thicker one, just the flat. But the flat is nice because it grips the cutting disc more broadly. And there, I've tightened that up by hand. It's probably pretty good. If you want to really tighten it, though, it comes with this Allen wrench. And it's a mystery to me where they expect to put it, because there's no onboard storage for it, which I'm kind of surprised with DeWalt. But take a look. You can see there are 4 openings here, but there's nothing in the center. Typically, we loosen or tighten the center screw or bolt. But what we do for this is go to one of these openings, so you have much more leverage. And so we can do the spindle lock and very simply loosen it or tighten it. So it's really quite nice if you need to use that. But unfortunately, there's no storage for this Allen key. But most of the time you can spin this off by hand, which is quite nice. Here we go. So it has a spring-loaded bar in here, which can be just pushed pretty easily, and this can be rotated and removed, or rotated and kept in a good ideal position. Here's a close-up of that bar. So here it is, spring-loaded. You can see it's got a pawl on it that'll grip the openings in the shield, in the guard. So it's got a lot of positions that you can secure it with. The first washer has 2 indentations in it that rest on these flats on the spindle, and it just literally will lock in there like that. Then put the disc on, and we'll put the broad surface down toward the disc because it has a much better grasping area. And then pretty much you can just tighten this just like that without using that tool. Let's cut some metal really quickly, but let's do this. Let's have eye protection and hearing protection. Very important with the grinder. There's no need to plug this in. It's battery powered. And these 20 volt max lithium ion are really nice. They just lock right in here. There it goes. There is a lock to prevent it from accidentally being turned on, and then we turn it on. It's a single speed, but let's cut with it. All right, that cut that pretty quickly. This is a bar of mild steel, and it's got a thin cutting blade, and it cut it very nicely. So overall, I'm very pleased. Very ergonomic, nice grip. Let's review this for a second. Okay, so this tool has a single speed. It's battery operated. We'll take the battery out. It has a very nice over molded handle that's really comfortable, and a very nice grip that has a little bit of give to it, so it really is grippy and a very nice knurled surface here to really hold on to. All of the parts look very well made, very much consistent with DeWalt. A very easy to use spindle lock right here, and for the majority of these blades like that, look, it comes off, so it's really virtually toolless, but not completely. And if you need a tool, you need this Allen wrench again to fit in one of the openings on this where there's a hex. But I'm remiss to tell you where the storage for this Allen wrench is. I'm really surprised. So I'm going to be working on figuring a place out to store this that's not going to interfere with my grip or anything like this. I think it's going to be down here because that's kind of out of the way. And once I get that figured out, I'll give it a little update to this video. But anyway, this is a nice tool, and for all of us that have the 20-volt lithium-ion battery with all the other DeWalt tools, it's logical to get this grinder. It's so nice to have it toolless, and the battery life appears to be very good. Obviously, any kind of sander, cutter, grinder can go on this. This can handle 4.5 inch blades really nicely. If you take the shroud off, you can go bigger. Probably wouldn't necessarily recommend it. 4.5 is good. It's very solid. There's no shaking, rattling, anything like that. And I think this is going to work really well. So that's a quick review of this DeWalt 20-volt max DCG412 grinder. Tool only, because many of us have batteries already, and I bet you do too. So thank you for watching. If you like this, click like. Please comment. Comments are wonderful. And as always, stay safe.